Hello, I'm Walterific, and this is Dad Mode.
Dad.
Today, we're going to be customizing my 2019 KTM 1290 Super Adventure S, and we are going to put parts on here in my apartment. Come on, I'll show you. This is the pannier system, which was with the luggage in the boxes, and then there is a seat for your cheeks, and that's all going on the motorcycle today, right now. They can't hear you because my microphone's right here.
Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah. It is that time of year, time to buy another motorcycle and customize it for no reason other than that it's fun. This is the bike, those are the parts. This is Dad Mode, and he's the expert because he has basically this bike.
Use expert loosely.
We'll showcase the parts more as we do it, but do you know what you want to do first?
No.
All right, sounds like a plan. We did decide what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the exhaust first. So, man, all has to come off. All that has to come off. I want to grab the new one, but there's no point until we get this off. So,
And we need a whiteboard to write things on. Oh, you got one there?
Oh, right, we did right. Here's a list of things that we're doing here in the apartment of the bike today. If you want to look, that's what we're doing. It's a true story. I didn't mention the fact that this is a new bike. But I had the fairings and the spring painted. So normally this is black with orange. So this tank, these two side fairings, and these two, where are they? Side fairings here, all 5 of them are orange. I had them painted matte black. And then this spring was white. I had that painted red to match my Super Duke. So this is more or less what it's going to look like, but we got parts and stickers. Let's get to the exhaust. On, you're good. Oh. Perfect on this one, perfect. All right, right now we're gonna try to get the exhaust off so you can watch with a time lapse. Okay, so I could tell you about this, but you tell us about this after you get the rest of it out. So this is for later. Ceramic coated headers. I love not just matte black in general, but like that just looks so darn cool, dude. You know what sucks is no one's gonna see this really on the bike except for you right now. Once it's on the bike, no one's gonna be able to appreciate that. I'm just gonna set this stuff over here and then you can tell them about that exhaust.
All right, so this is a Super Duke exhaust. Why are you putting a Super Duke exhaust on a Super Adventure? Calm down, it can go on the bike. Also, it's smaller. Wait, let's put a side by side real quick. If you look at this, stock exhaust, Super Duke exhaust, right? So we're saving some pounds off the bike. We're getting a better sound out of this can, and I painted it. This is a high temp coating, all of it is. So this is matte, gloss, makes it pop.
The other thing is, it is cheaper because it's free. I already own this from my Super Duke.
So this will go up here like that. We'll plug in O2. Then second and third piece go on after that. And we have hangers and little springy things to hold stuff together. So that's about the gist of it. Okay, we're going to put the Super Duke can muffler on our newly installed aero pipes. Now, originally, what I had done with mine was, since this bracket is a different distance than the stock exhaust, clearly you can see it's not gonna go to the stock mount. So what I had done on mine was I fabricated a bracket from here to this bolt, and it worked well. and then it sheared off in a race. So I realized I had been riding with no bracket for several months, and honestly, you don't need the bracket. This is light enough, and this is mounted right here. You're gonna have rigidity there. This and the clamp is gonna do just fine. What you might wanna do is put one zip tie up to this hole right here, a black one, but there's no need to fabricate a whole bracket just for this exhaust. So the next thing we're installing is this skid plate. Oh yeah. This mounts under the engine, clearly. The biggest reason for mounting this, aside from any other skid plate, is that this is one of 2 skid plates on the market that comes with a robust kickstand relocator. And I'll show you on the bike why we're gonna relocate the kickstand. I love KTM, but they've done this since the 990 model. They put the kickstand mount onto the actual case. So this is a fault. This is not good. If this kickstand gets jostled or hit the wrong way, I've heard of a guy who dropped their bike in the parking lot. If you crack this mount on the case, that's a new engine. You don't just repair that. That's an $8,000 repair because that engine costs about $8,000 in the crate. So we're just gonna have some peace of mind on this build. We're gonna remove this, relocate that to the frame, put the skid plate on, and that'll be that.
Jordan, I know you set this all up very nicely, and you did. Very nice. Very nice setup for the skid plate. Very nice setup for the upper crash bars.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, but it's ruined now because these are just the upper crash bars. I didn't know there was a difference between upper and lower. We need crash bars down here, not just the ones up here. And we need crash bars, lower crash bars in place in order to mount this. So that's gonna delay all of this and make him put this back into Ziploc bags, because now in order to do these 2 things, we have to wait until lower bars come in, which will be who knows when. So now they're just gonna be indefinitely postponed, and we'll move on to other parts. But I also forgot to mention, there's a radiator guard that we want in here that's not here yet. I want a horn put on, but that can't go on until this skid plate is in the way, or the bars, because the horn might go outside of those. So this is just everything that's here in the apartment that we're trying to do today. There's some more stuff, but now this is gonna be backlogged. Sorry about your nice, neat thing that I'm gonna make you put into bags. I was gonna write down things on the board as we did them, but now I gotta make a few changes. Just arbitrarily decided to make a weird X in it, like a Call of Duty, or how's that sound go? When you shoot somebody in Call of Duty, it makes a white X? No, it's a little. We're moving on to the last hard thing, which is the pannier system. So the luggage system, you have these on your Adventure R, correct? Yeah. And then once those are on, we gotta put the actual cases on and then the rotor packs, but this will take time.
All right, we just finished putting on what?
He just finished. Go ahead.
I just finished putting the actual luggage carrier on here for the panniers, and this crossbar for the roto packs. So all installed, tightened down. Now we have to do a little bit of work on these boxes. Panniers, sorry. The reason these are so awesome is because they're inexpensive. The reason they're so inexpensive is because you have to drill your own mount points. That also gives you the opportunity to create a cant, which you want a little bit. So I'll figure that out, I'll measure it. We're gonna mark it, drill it. Should be about 2 hours, but I'm going for a record time here.
Alrighty, this hard, terrible seat that we both hate, and then this big cushy one for our spoiled butts. If it's not on, it's close. Now. All right, I'm convinced. Look at it coming together physically. We did mostly everything on the list. As we said, crash bars and the skid plate have to be done later. Foam mount also has to be put off because Jordan wants to cut the piece of it to make it more better, and so I will let him do that. And all this stuff is done. He's almost done with the panniers, and then this is the last thing we can do here today, which I'll go get the box right now. It's this, and then there's 2 screws, so it can't be that hard. Okay, here's the deal. We did everything we could today. Everything is X'd off, everything we couldn't do is crossed off. I don't know if this is the end of the video. It might very well be. If not, I'll come back later with this video of more footage, or I'll make a different video of other stuff being done. The bike is not done yet, but it's almost done. The goal is to have it done in 2 weeks. We still got 2 weeks, so we go to Georgia again, right? It'll get done. But it's mostly done. Check it out. Here is the progress. Dude, the thing is just freaking huge. Anyway, so that's it for this. We're gonna clean up, and that's it. In case this is the end, let's just really commit to saying goodbye. Bye! Hi! We back in here, and it's a few days later, and the video's not over. Put everything basically back where it was, and the frames, I keep calling them frames, sorry, the crash bars are here. Come along. So this is what I was supposed to have, and I thought I had. These are the stock KTM, I'm cutting it, stock bars for the KTM. So imagine this is at the front of the bike, it's the left side. Let's see which one of these is the left. Here are the aftermarket ones that go above, probably around here. So they look good together. All right, awesome. Upper bars are off to the side. The regular crash bars just kind of sit right there. So
these are little rubber bumpers to go on here to slide against the radiator fins. Oh. So there's no metal on metal contact. It basically breaks down to a molecular level where, you'll figure it out. It's this dang fuel line.
Want me to hold it like this? Ta-da.
Oh, thank you. There we go.
Need a couple of channel locks there. Get past the tension on this here tempered piece of steel.
That's pretty good.
You're right. Now, normally these channel locks aren't really used for linear prying. They're usually used for rotational prying, but that's okay. Oh yeah, she's coming there, kids.
That is the magnet sensor, which is prone to failure, actually. But we're replacing that with a very powerful magnet.
Oh.
Yes, the kit comes with all of it. So right now we're essentially putting the crash bars on and about to put the mounts for the skid plate. And then
At the same time.
At the same time. This is a pretty quick process. So it comes up right through here, bolts right there. You can see that. And these get clamped to the frame, and voila, you have your front mount for the skid plate and attaches to the rear here. Crash bars are done, mounted, torqued, skid plate done, foot pegs done. Everything is done. The last thing we're gonna do is put the upper crash bars like that, kind of. It goes somewhere in this general area on the bike. And that's the last thing.
The last thing to do today, because then JT's gotta do some stuff and I gotta do a couple more things, but that's not important right now. We're just gonna finish this today with the last set of crash bars. Here you go.
Thank you.
In the words of Titan from Megamind, ta-da. Yeah, so all those things are on. A couple other things. It looks very good. So here's what happened today. Skid plate, big old mamma jamma thing down there, and then regular set of crash bars, upper crash bars for redundancy, and then the radiator guard behind it. All very handsome. There are just a few things left, and it should be done here very soon. So I'm gonna take it to the shop and have them put in the Denali sound bomb horn, because I insist on having it all the time. adjust the clutch a little bit, tiny bit, stick on a tender lead so I can quick charge it, really just the horn. And then I'm gonna stick on a little windshield extension because I am too tall, and just because I can and I wanna see if they help. I'm gonna stick on some like deflectors. They're also from Puge. So I'll have Puge, and there'll be like fins there. And then like in a couple days, this will be done. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for watching. Also, please check out Jordan's channel.
Hey, you guys, check me out at Dad Mode. I do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. That was awful.